take another L. Designer on me this day.
Today, from Nissan Stadium in Nashville, Tennessee, it's Week 2 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Ryan Tannehill and the Tennessee Titans taking on Gardner Minshew and the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Well, it may be a bit soggy, but that certainly hasn't deterred this fan base. A great crowd on hand to battle the raindrops at Nissan Stadium in Nashville. This crowd here fired up for football as a moment ago their Titans were introduced. This should be a good one as the Titans get set to match up with the Jacksonville Jaguars. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, we take a look at this Titan Ball Club entering play. They come in off a loss in the opener last week. That one was on the road. Now they get their first taste here of home cooking.
And what they're hoping to do is feed off the energy of the home crowd. Great tailgate, great fan support. Let's see if they can put it to good use.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Jaguars, they were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. The numbers on the ground for Henry last week. 15 carries, 91 yards.
And to me, the goal is the exact same thing as last week. Get him the ball early and often. I think he's got another big game in him in this one.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 15 yards on the play, first down.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
On first and 10, Tannehill. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Josh Allen. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Give him 19 on the play, but they will still come up a bit short. And now it's 4th down. How about this for an opening drive decision? You got 4th and short, just outside of field goal range in all likelihood. What do you do?
I'm going for it. I've got to go get it right now. I want to establish a tone. It's early in the game. I want to let my offense know that I believe in them. And you know something else? I let my defense know I believe in them also by taking that gamble. If we don't get it, it's okay. You guys will cover for me.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. A first carry for Leonard Fournette.
Number 27.
In a word, I would say productive, finding the end zone 3 different times.
Is it possible that you're really underselling it? 3 touchdowns, just going to call him productive?
What do you want?
This guy had a nose for the end zone.
He was good.
Had a snoot full, didn't he? How about that? Big-time game.
A first carry now for Thompson. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
of the gun is Minshew. Open man is Westbrook, complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. A Jaguar first down as Minshew finds Westbrook.
First down, Jacksonville.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
Throwing on second and 8. Minshew. And connecting here with DJ Chark. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Complete.
DJ Chark, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jags have taken the early lead.
Lining up for the point after.
As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
First and 10.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
And this looks a lot like the last play. Behind the line of scrimmage, he's tackled for the 2nd straight go-around. Great job by this Jacksonville D. Third and long, it's Tannehill. And trying for Humphreys, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Logan Ryan.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
Throwing on first down is Minshew. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into a bigger point. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
Gain on the play.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there.
2 yards.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. Blocking, timing of the pass to the runner. Everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
Nothing.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
First and 10. At their own 30-yard line.
Time again to see what Ryan Tannehill and the Titans can do. He'll look to shake off the interception on the opening drive. He should at least be comforted that it resulted in 3, not 6.
And if I were him, I would be the guy all the way out on the field greeting my defense now, saying thanks a lot. You held them to a field goal after I turned it over. That's a big defensive stand for them. He needs to go out now and make up for what he did on the first drive.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
On second down, here's Henry. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Derrick Henry on the carry.
The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on third down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was third and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you should have a few men in the box there.
And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
Second and 11 at the 44-yard line.
They'll try the air now with Tannehill. He finds Corey Davis. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. After one, it's 9-0.
Titans nothing.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
From the 36, Tannehill. That's complete to his tight end, Higbee. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 20-yard line. 16 yards, a first down. The first red zone opportunity for the Titans. 1st and 10 right at the 20. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
He's brought down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Five yards remain on second down. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Myles Jack.
They just keep trying, but so far, finding no room for him to run.
None whatsoever. In fact, you run the numbers. He's under 3 yards a carry at the moment. The Titans on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal. The Titans were number 1 in the NFL in red zone touchdown percentage last year, 77%. It's 1st and goal. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4.
The tackle made by Myles.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
And that is caught by Davis for a Tennessee touchdown. Corey Davis, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Titans are able to make this a close game again. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter. Out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And the lead is down to 2. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. From the 6. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
A reminder, still some good games coming up here in Week 2 of the NFL. Later tonight, a rematch from that Super Bowl a few years back. New England visits Seattle up in the Northwest. And then on Monday night, will be there. The first regular season NFL game ever played in the state of Nevada. The New Orleans Saints and the Las Vegas Raiders from Allegiant Stadium. That should be something. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. From the gun, Minshew to throw. And he locates Laviska Shenault, the rookie from Colorado. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down.
It's a gain of 20.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result.
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And they're going to have this all the way down deep into Tennessee territory.
First and goal, Jacksonville.
Well, he's definitely a big target out there, listed at 6'4", and he used every one of those extra inches to go up and make that catch.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Here's Minshew. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. DJ Chark, first-time Pro Bowler, the intended receiver. But it'll be second and goal.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's second and goal now. Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. DJ Chark, the intended target, but now it's third and goal.
All right, Captain, it's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on third and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you kind of run out of your running plays, fire another one into the end zone.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. And since the penalty occurred in the end zone, move the ball to the 1-yard line.
First and goal from the 1-yard line. Costly penalty.
They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Leonard Fournette, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Josh Lambo.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Running from the gun with Henry. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Well, we know he's an electric runner. Earlier this half, you were wondering how they were going to bottle him up at different levels. That was your suggestion. Some mixed results.
Yeah, certainly, because we have seen him bottled up at times. We've seen him play him very well. We've also seen him pop the cork a few times and get out of there, haven't we?
We have indeed. A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Corey Davis, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Out of the gun, Tannehill. It's caught, Humphries. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
The Titans on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Now Tannehill. The open man is Smith. And he's got this down to the 35. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his 2nd week of the regular season. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
It's a pickup.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter. It's a good running back dive play.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 12-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
From the 5, 2nd and 4. Again, Tannehill. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. So 3rd and long after the sack. Tough task for Tannehill and the Titans. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And caught by Henry. And they're going to drop him well shy of the 1st as he can only make it to the 11th. That's going to bring up 4th down. Only a gain of 2 there.
It's 4th down.
Greg Joseph on for the Titans.
On for the field goal. A 28-yard attempt.
Joseph's got it. And the deficit trimmed to 6 now at 16-10. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, Parker, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Look at DJ Chark as he and the rest of the offense head back out. He's up over 100 yards, has the touchdown. He's a big-time receiver in this league, so the question becomes, how do you limit him going forward?
Well, you know the guys trying to cover him, they haven't had a whole lot of success thus far, and while they will still accept the challenge, maybe you have to change your focus. You have to get after the quarterback a little bit.
It's caught inside the 25.
Minshew's pass.
And all the way down to the 22-yard line. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Now Now Minshew on 1st and 10. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And that ball is caught by DJ Chark for the Jags touchdown.
Number 17,
DJ Chark in the final seconds of the first half. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his second season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
Extra point tacked on by Lambo, and the lead now stands at 13.
Josh Lambo to kick off 4.
So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. Fielded in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Well, the white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. We now proceed to the start of the second half.
Jaguars 23, Titans 10.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Fielded just outside the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
10.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Throwing on 2nd and long. Minshew, that one complete. He finds Chark, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. Give him 16 yards on the play, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. They'll try and run forward with Fournette. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Westbrook. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up second
and 2.
At their 48-yard line. Minshew on the keeper.
Now, that was a designed run. Now, remember, if a quarterback goes feet first, he's protected. But if he dives head first, he's not. On that play, he figured the risk was worth the reward.
Fournette, a first down carry. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. Again, it's Fournette.
Fournette again.
Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Minshew with a give to Fournette. And he's taken down inside the 30.
The handoff.
11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Minshew, 1st and 10. And his throw here's incomplete. His big tight end, Tyler Eifert, the intended receiver. But it'll be second down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Second and 10. Fournette running out of the gun. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That one 28 yards on the ground.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Now they've got 3 tight ends here on first. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. Leonard Fournette, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. So the Jags will keep the offense out there as they'll decide to go for 2.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely, you also drain clock too with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
Take over first and 10. At their own.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down.
Third down and 8.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Back to throw, Tannehill. He completes it to Henry. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up fourth. I don't know how well our microphones are picking it up for those of you at home, but Charles, you and I can hear it. A lot of groans right now coming from this crowd.
I don't know if we're picking up what's happening in the stadium or from the people who are supporting this team at home, because it's coming through loud and clear to you and me. This offense, they've been stuck in neutral much of the game, and on that last play, they actually went in reverse. I think this crowd would have liked neutral, don't you?
Yeah, neutral would have strongly been preferred. They'll take anything positive at this point. Excellent field position after the face mask penalty. First and 10 out near midfield. A shotgun give to Fournette. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's second and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And now the throw taken in by Chark. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. A pass there complete to Westbrook. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
That's another beautiful throw right there. Gets it to his man right in stride. And I think that throw kind of exemplifies what we've seen from this offense throughout this game. They've been in rhythm. They've been sharp. They've been on it. And they pick up another first down there.
Now Leonard Fournette. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
The job of any linebacker involves having enough strength to fight off a blocker and get to ball carriers. But in this case, I think we can safely say he beat him right off the snap. to get into the backfield and make that play.
On 2nd and 12, Minshew to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Minshew sets to throw. Able to complete this to Shenault. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. They'll try and run forward. Fournette able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time.
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Leonard Fournette with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football.
Yeah,
what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. Now it's Adam Humphries on the return. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Tannehill with a play fake to Henry. He'll throw instead. He's got a man. Complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. It's a gain of 35. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, on the field, you're making plays on the football.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Brings up
facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line.
Ben, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key 1st downs and big runs.
They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
Again, the ball carrier.
Every team we ever talk to that continues to run the ball in a game, even when they haven't had much success, all talks about attrition, don't they? If you keep running it, eventually good things are likely to happen. It's been a hard go in this game today, hasn't it?
Yeah, this defense, they met pretty much every challenge in front of them this afternoon.
They're still trying to run the ball, but they're not finding much space. Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here, not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down. They go for it on 4th and goal, but that lines up incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
And they'll employ the jumbo set now on 2nd and 1. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Out of the gun is Minshew. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
To DJ Chark.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On the run, it's Fournette. Room here to run. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. A Jacksonville 1st down on a pickup of 17.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they turn to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Chris Thompson, 45 yards. And this offense is running away with this one, as that lead just swells and swells. Look, this has been dominance in all 3 phases: offense, defense, and special teams.
So don't we have to give a lot of credit, not just to what we've seen today, but the preparation in advance, coaching staff, commitment by the players to the game plan, and being ready to go in this one? You're exactly right. Clean sweep. And, boy, they're going to celebrate this one after it's over.
And on the other side, this is the game film you just flush and never go back and review. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
And the Titans getting set to go. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down. The Titans on 3rd down. Not quite 50%. 4 for 9. Here it's 3rd and 3. From the gun, here's Tannehill. He gets it to Brown. Complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. A big play that time for the Titans. And even 40 yards. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now. 1st and 10. To the air again. Tannehill. Complete. It's Henry. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. So 2nd and 4 from the 22.
2nd and 4 at the 22-yard line.
Tannehill throwing again. Gets this into the hands of the tight end, Higbee. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. From the red zone now, Tannehill. That's complete to his tight end, Higbee. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A gain of 6 there on first.
2nd and 4.
This is a 2nd and 4. Ball at the 9. Throwing again is Tannehill. And it's incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down.
Greg Joseph.
Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Takes it at the 7. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
On 2nd down now, it's Thompson. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
Today's final.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Jacksonville, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll return home next week to take on the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for Tennessee,